Guests at Thornfield Hall. 2 weeks later, a letter arrived for Mrs. Fairfax.
Mr. Rochester will return on Thursday.
Mrs. Fairfax said.
Some of his guests will come here with him. There will be many guests at Thornfield Hall.
On Thursday evening, Mrs. Fairfax, Adele and I were in Adele's bedroom. Mrs. Fairfax was looking out the window.
The guests are arriving now,
Mrs. Fairfax said. I went to the window and I looked out. There were 3 carriages. 2 people were riding horses. Mr. Rochester was riding his big black horse. A beautiful young woman was riding a white horse. Mrs. Fairfax pointed to the young woman.
That is Miss Ingram,
the housekeeper said. Then she went downstairs. Adele wanted to go downstairs too.
No, Adele, we cannot go downstairs tonight. Mr. Rochester's talking to his guests,
I said. The next day, Mrs. Fairfax came into the schoolroom.
Mr. Rochester wants you to meet his guests tonight, Miss Eyre. Adele must meet them too.
Later, Adele and I went quietly into the sitting room, and soon 8 ladies came into the room. One of them was tall, dark, and very beautiful. She was Blanche Ingram. Adele ran towards her. Bonsoir, belle femme, she said in French.
What a pretty little girl,
Blanche Ingram said. Miss Ingram spoke to the other ladies, and she spoke to Adele, but she did not speak to me. Half an hour later, the gentleman came into the room. I looked at Mr. Rochester. He saw me, but he did not speak to me. Miss Ingram pointed at Adele.
Why doesn't this little girl live at a school, Mr. Rochester?
She asked.
Adele learns her lessons at home. She has a governess.
Mr. Rochester replied.
Adele learns her lessons at home.
Mr. Rochester replied.
She has a governess.
Oh, yes, that small woman by the window, Miss Ingram said. I had many governesses. I hated all of them. They were all ugly and stupid. Later, Miss Ingram and Mr. Rochester sang some songs together. Mr. Rochester had a fine voice. I listened to the songs, then I left the room. Mr. Rochester followed me.
What is wrong, Jane?
He asked. Nothing is wrong, sir, but I'm tired. I'm going to my room. Good night, sir. Honestly, though, he doesn't know what's wrong. How awful. Miss Ingram just called her ugly and stupid. Okay. I have to calm down.
So I let them have both barrels. Bang, bang. Then I got 2 more birds with my spare gun.
Well, perhaps we'd better leave the gentlemen to their port.
Coming, mademoiselle. Bonsoir, madame.
Bonsoir. What's your name?
Adele.
Now, Blanche, stop teasing Mr. Rochester. Come along, my angel.